And this is a playthrough of 20 strong Tanglewoods Red from Chip Theory Games. Chip Theory Games was nice enough to send us a copy of the game, so we're going to be going through these in a series and playing all the decks they sent us. First up is Tanglewoods Red, and it's a game I have not been able to defeat. I've played it 5 or 6 times already, most of them on stream. All right, so there won't be like a standard teach in this game. We're going to play the game, and as I play the game, you're going to learn how to play the game. And if you're not familiar, stick around. You will figure out how to play the game because I'm going to show you. If we look at the table here, we do have our path, we have our character, we have our enemy deck, we have a merchant deck, we have the big bad wolf who we're trying to defeat once we reach Grandma's house. We have our player aid, we have this card which was left over from my last game. I'm going to put this back in the deck here somewhere randomly. All right, so if you look at the table here, we have our path, we have a deck of path cards, we have our dice pool, we have our gold counter, we have a player aid, we have our enemies or scouting line plus the enemy deck, we have our merchant deck, and we have a big bad wolf deck. The big bad wolf is the bad guy we're trying to defeat in this game. We do that once we reach Grandma's house over here. But before we do that, we're going to have to traverse the map and all these cards within. The first order of business, this represents us on the map. We did give ourselves 1 to health and 1 extra stat to recovery as per the rules for the easy game. We do start off with 20 gold minus our stats. So that's going to be 20 minus 9, going to be 11. All right. And these are the enemies we're able to see because of our scouting ability. Your scouting ability is tied to your strategy stat. So since we have 3, we can see 3 enemies. The first order of business is we can explore. We do that by using blue or yellow dice, any combination up to 3. We are going to, let's do 3 blue. Yeah, let's roll 3 blue. Here we go. We're going to roll 1. We're looking for hits. That's a hit. If it's a hit, we pull a green card out of here and add it to our path. Green cards are generally easier to navigate and have easier encounters, I believe. We're going to roll our second one here. That's a miss, so we're going to pull a nighttime card. So green is nighttime. Sorry, purple is nighttime, green is daytime. And we're going to roll our last one here. That's a miss. If you're wondering what the ratios on these dice are, or what the results on these dice, that's a hit. And if you look at these little marks around the circles there, you'll see that there's 4 marks. That means there's 4 hits on that die. So there are 4 faces on this die that have hits on them. So we rolled 3 misses. So we're going to pull out another purple card. So there's our path for the foreseeable future. Since we rolled 3 dice, those get exhausted, but we do get to look at 3 items from the merchant. We have 11 gold. We could buy something from here. First up, we have Pulsifer's Notebook. Before activating a Fable node, you may exhaust 1 ready die to discard a scouted enemy. That's not too bad. Some enemies you want to get rid of. Potion, recover all blue and yellow dice. That's a one-time use. A little downward arrow, that's a one-time use. Wood Little Pig. Enemies on blighted nodes have -1 instead of +1 to a minimum of 1. So they do less damage. All right. So I think what we're going to do between these 3 here, I think I do like... let's get the potion. We're going to spend $4 to get the potion. We're going to spend $4 to get the potion. We put the other items at the bottom of the deck. On the merchant card, though, it does tell you other things you could do with your money. So, for example, here you can, for 2, you can recover the weakest exhausted die. For 3, you could recover the weakest banished die. For 4, you could flip an item to its upgraded side and gain an item from the shop, which we did. So that's the merchant. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to recover the weakest banished die. So that's going to be the yellow one, because the yellow one only has 2 hits. So if you look at yellow in the banished pool, it only has 2 hits. That's the lowest die that's there. So we're going to recover that. And I'm recovering that because My character's ability is the flock. So the flock has the trample ability. And the trample ability says if all four, and we're going to put it up here so y'all could see, if all 4 yellows are currently committed, their hits deal 3 times more damage applied before any other modifiers. After defeating a wolf pack enemy, flip. So this card will flip over to shear the wool. And each rolled dice step for each purple or blue misrolled die, you get a gold. After you pay gold for any reason, flip. So that's why I'm purchasing the yellow die, so we could roll all of them at once and hopefully have a better time rolling. This potion will let me recover all blue and yellow, so we're going to put that down here, and we're going to get going. So we have 3 options here that are both the same. 2 of them are the same. There's a regular standard encounters with this guy. This one's going to be a blighted encounter, which means they get +2 to their health and +1 to their damage. I believe we're going to go this way. We want to fight this guy regular. He already has 5. Let's take a look at this enemy. So we're fighting Craw. And Craw has 5, 1, 6, 5 health, 1 hit of damage to inflict on you if you don't defeat him, and it costs 6 to bribe them. So at this point, we could bribe them and not have to fight them, but you don't get the reward, which the reward at the bottom says +4 gold. In this case, it says, in the applied dice step, you may reroll any number of unapplied hits any number of times. When you apply a crit to an enemy, you lose 1 health. So applying crits causes damage. All right, so that's the enemy we're fighting. Now we get to commit dice. I am going to commit, we need 5 hits. I am going to roll all of these, +1 purple. And the reasoning is because if I roll a 2, if I roll anything here, it's going to be multiplied by 3. So if I roll a crit here, that'll be 6. And the purple one's just insurance. All right, so let's do this. We are probably going to take a hit here. So let's see, first roll of the game. All right, so we rolled 3 results here that are good. We rolled 2 crits and a hit, so that's 5 off the bat here. Multiplied by 3 is 15. We could leave this one and re-roll these. So you'll notice here that I have a blue symbol here. That means I could re-roll. I could do this 3 times. So the strategy phase can be repeated up to 3 times. We did one. We're going to do a second one. We could add more die, but if we commit any die, they have to stay on the enemy. I think we're going to commit this one. This is a really lucky roll, but it doesn't really, I don't really want to use it because I'm going to lose health. Because remember, they have the ability to attack you if you use a crit. But we can re-roll these crits for free because they are crits. All right, so that's a hit. We're going to commit that one. All right. So now we don't have any crits to re-roll. We are committing these, so that's going to be anything that's yellow because we rolled 4 yellow. Because of our ability trample, we're going to multiply by 3, so this is a 6. So that's more than enough to defeat this one. We're not using any crits, so they don't do any damage to us. And we get 4 gold. That went a lot better than I thought it would. We're at 15 gold. Actually, no, we should have spent 4 and 4 back there. 4 and 3, 7. So we should have been at 4. From 11 minus 7, 4. Plus 4 is 8. So we should be at 8 right now. If you caught that mistake and you put it in the comments, good on you. All right, so here we go. So we use these dice. All of these dice are exhausted. We do recover 4. I think we're just going to recover these 4 because we have that ability that's pretty cool. So we're going to recover those. This is defeated. We're going to put a discard pile a little bit off screen here. I don't think we need the real estate. We do scout. We always scout ahead. And then we move on. We can move on up ahead. So this one's going to be a trap and an enemy. So the trap, you basically roll any blue die. It can be from anywhere. I could grab this one and roll it. And we're looking for a hit to not fall into the trap. So roll, that's a hit. We do not fall into the trap, which means we can recover up to 2 dice. We're going to recover a purple and a blue. If it would have been a miss, we would have flipped over our current card to its nighttime side. But it wasn't, luckily, so we're going to move on. We do fight this enemy. Prickle comes into play, and Prickle says, if Prickle is the only undefeated non-boss enemy in this engagement, it has +2 and +1. So that's during the encounter. So right now, since it's the only enemy there, it's going to get +2. So it's a health of 5, 2 hits, 5 health, 2 damage, and 5 to bribe. We could bribe it. We have money. I don't think I want to do that. 5 is not too bad to defeat, especially if we're rolling these beautiful yellows. Let's do the same thing. We're going to do yellow and purple for our first strategy phase. So here we go. Ooh, all right. So we rolled all our yellow dice, so that's going to be 5 times 3 is 15. Trample is a really cool ability. I really like this. So we're going to do 16 damage, so it's more than enough to kill it. We do get 3 gold for defeating it. We're at 8, so now we're at 11. Boom, boom, boom. Discard. This goes to the exhausted, and we are able to reclaim 4. So we're going to reclaim the 4 yellow dice. Those have been working really nice for us, so we're gonna keep pulling them if we can. All right, so next we have to move this over here so we could scout this. And we are going to move up into the next card. We could go and fight a boss, a wolf boss, or do a fable. I say we do a fable. We're going to move into the fable node, and we're going to pull the bottom card from the enemy's deck and read it as a fable. The reverse side of the card has a fable. Lily of the Valley. You may place yourself on any node on your current forest card, then roll all banished dice. If at least one crit is rolled, plus 120 stat. Ooh. So we could actually put ourselves in this campfire, which would be pretty cool. Then we roll all the banished die, which are these. And if we hit any crits, we could get plus 120 stat. I really like that I drew this card. This is so great. Here we go. We're hoping for 1 crit. Oh, there it is. 1 crit, baby. Purple landed us a crit. So we do get to add 1 to a stat. I feel like we should do 1 to our health. You know what? Let's do this. 1 to our recovery. And since we're in a campfire, I believe since we landed there, we get to do that thing. So these go back to the banished pile. And since we're at a campfire, so at a campfire, you could add 1 to any of the stats or 2 to your health. I think we're going to add 2 to our health. Since we're only at 2, we're going to go up to 4. We're at a campfire. This so far is going pretty good. I don't want to jinx myself. Let's remove this card from play. Scooch down here. We could, at this point, do some more exploring. Why don't we explore 1? So we're going to roll 1 of these die. This gets discarded. That's a hit. So we pull a green map card, or green side up. And then we move on to the next node. The next node is going to be a blighted enemy. So this enemy is going to have +2. This goes away. So they're going to have +2, and this is Slither. All dice applied to Slither are banished. So after we're done fighting this one, any dice that we apply to them is banished. Oof, I definitely don't want to apply my yellows. We might have to, I think we're going to bribe this one because we don't want to lose any of our cool yellow dice. It's going to cost us a lot of money to get them back. So I'm actually going to go from 11 to 5. We're going to bribe them. They're going to go away. We don't get the reward. We scout the line. And then we move on to the next one, which is going to be a Fable node. So the Fable node we pull from the bottom. This is Alpha. Either discard this card or +1 to 2 different stats, and set Alpha next to the final boss, adding the following effect to him. The final boss has +1 health and +1 hit for each wolf pack enemy that wasn't defeated before the start of this conflict. Oof. That's a tough choice. That's a tough. We could recover a lot of dice though if we do that. I say if we do that, we commit to fighting the werewolves, the wolf pack. Because at the end of the game, when we fight the big bad wolf, any of these that are still, any of the wolf pack that are still in here that we haven't defeated, they become traits that help the big bad wolf. So if we choose to do this, I think we should strive to defeat as many as the wolves as we can. So I think we're going to do +1 to 2 different stats. So we're going to +1 to... Let's do 1 more to recovery and 1 more to strategy. 4. So now since we have 4 strategy, we can see 1 extra card. Let's move this. Let's move this down a little bit. We still do have our potion, which has been off screen for a while. Since we have 4 strategy, we can see 4 enemies ahead, and we do add this to the wolf. So we're going to put that right next to the wolf here. All right, so next up is we're going to move up into this card, and that's going to be a campfire. So campfire is going to let us add 2 to a stat, or it lets us add 2 to health or 1 to the other stats. I'm going to add 2 to our health, so we're at 6. All right, and then we're going to continue on. We're going to go on to the next card. We could explore, but I don't want to use my yellow die. So we're going to move up here, and we're going to choose a path here. So we are going to do, we're going to go up and to the left, which is a standard, actually that's a weary result, or we're going to go up to the left, which is a weary square. So we have 1 fewer strategy and for this next round. So we're going to here, we're going to gauge the wither. Wither says it's a 1/1/4, and it says flip a daytime card in your path to nighttime or add a nighttime card to your path, then draw and trigger a fable card. I believe we're going to add a nighttime card. I don't want to flip over the card because if we flip it over and there's bad stuff on the other side, we would take that. So let's just see. Our campfire would be gone. I think we're fine this way because there's more enemies on that side. Draw and trigger a fable card. So now we get to pull a fable card. This one comes out because we're always scouting ahead. This fable says mixed blessing -1 to your highest stat and +10 gold. Oh shoot. So our highest stats is health and recovery. I'm going to drop 1 of our health. Yeah. That's easier to recover because you recover 2 at a time there. And then +10 gold. So we're at 15 gold. That is a very mixed blessing. Mixed blessing, y'all. Alright, so now we're fighting the wither, which is weary, so I have 1 less strategy. Wither says 1/1/2, so we really only need to roll a little bit, right? We don't really have to roll a whole lot. So I say we roll a purple. I mean, it's a good chance. It's a 1 in 5. Sorry, it's a 5 in 6 chance. My math is great, by the way. Don't you question my math in the comments. It's a 5 in 6 chance. So I'm gonna roll that one. I feel really sketchy about this. I don't know. All right, here we go. Oh, that's a hit. So hit, commit. It gets discarded. We get +2 gold, 15 to 17. This gets put away, but we do recover 6. So we recover all these bad boys. Boom. All right, next we're going to move up. So we're going to go into this blighted area. Actually, before that, before we do that, we could explore. So yeah, we're actually going to pull 2 of these blue ones and explore. That's a miss. So we add a purple. We add a purple. Next one is a hit. So we add a green sided card. And then we move on to this node here. All right. Coming up, we do have a blighted, so that means it's going to be +2. So this one's a +2. So this is +2 +1, so it's a 5, 2, 5. If Prickle is the only undefeated non-boss enemy in this engagement, it has +2 and +1. So that's going to be a +3 +2. Right? No, +4 +2. Oh, shoot. Yeah. So it's 7-3. It's a 7-3. We could bribe it for 5, or it's a 7-3. I feel like with these die, we could do damage. So I think we're gonna fight Prickle. So Prickle, we're gonna use these dice. We're gonna use 1 purple bad boy. Let's use 2 purple bad boys. Why not? Oh, we could recover those if we use less. Let's we'll use all 4 yellow and 1 purple. All right, the yellows are 2 crits, which is 4 times 3. It's 12 plus 1. Wow, this ability is freaking great. I like it. So Prickle is defeated with 4 times 3, 12. Plus 1, 13. Way overkill. These get exhausted. We get +3 gold. We're at 17, so now we have 20 gold. I think that's the max, so we better start spending these. Speaking of spending, we did explore, but we didn't visit the merchant. We should have done that. We might do that next round instead. That was an oversight. Anytime you explore, whenever you explore, the amount of dice that you committed to the explore, that's the amount of items you could check out from the merchant and potentially buy. We didn't do that. My bad. But this gets defeated. We got our goal. We recover up to 6. We're going to get our 4 yellow, 1 purple, and 1 blue. All right. Things are going swimmingly. We're going to go up here. This is Weary. So they have I have 1 fewer strategy phase up here. So we are going to fight Dark Fairy. Dark Fairy says, at the start of the engagement, immediately swap all ready dice with exhausted dice. No! Oh, shoot. I don't want to do that. All right, so we're swapping all of these beautiful ready ones with this shoddy little green one. Blue one, shoot. You know what? We're going to use our potion, though. We're going to use our potion to recover all 4 of these and 2 of these. This potion came real handy. This potion canceled out this jerk over here. This jerk, yeah, right? Do you tell him, Gizmo? Tell him. You're a freaking jerk, man. All right, so that is good. We still have to fight this jerk. We're going to put this down here underneath discarded item. So we do get these back at least, and we're going to roll all 4 of these because, you know what? Overkill is too good for this guy. We just need 1 hit. Let's go. Oh, so we got a crit times 3 is 6, enough to defeat him. It was overkill. I should not have used all those die. I get +1 gold. We're at our max. I do recover 6, so surprise, surprise, we're going to take this and this. All right, that could have been potentially hairy. That's going to happen again unless we get rid of that guy. So maybe what we'll do instead of taking these back, because next round when we fight, we're going to fight this Dark Fairy, and it's going to cause us to swap again. So these are going to swap for those, for all of this if we do this. But if we do this, if we take these, if we leave these in here and take these, those will swap. All right, let me check something really quick in the rule book here. Recovery. Okay, so in the rule book it says recover dice. Choose a number of exhausted dice up to the number showing on your recovery stat die. Move them from your exhausted area to your dice pool. So we don't have to recover all of these die. We could just like recover a few. So we could just recover none. We could just recover 1 to not be cheesy, right? Yeah, let's get 1. We have to recover something, I think. If you know the answer to that, put it in the comments. All right, so we have here the next encounter. So we're going to move on to the next encounter. It's going to be a boss. It's going to be one of these big bad wolves. It's going to be Howl, right? And also it's going to be 3. So these 3 are coming down here to fight with us in the engagement area. So we'll put them, we'll do a nice little tableau here for y'all. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so this here is a Howl. In each roll dice step for each crit rolled, lose 1 health or immediately exhaust that die. All right, so that's Howl. Craw says, in the applied dice step, you may reroll any number of unapplied crits any number of times. When you apply a crit to an enemy, -1 health. Boo. Dark Fairy at the start of the engagement, immediately swap all ready dice with exhausted dice. That's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to swap all these with all these. You got to figure out how to game the system. That's how you win, baby. All right, so we did that. Stepmom, Stomp'em has 8, 3, and 10. Stomp'em's bribery cost is reduced by the number of exhausted die. So there's 4 exhausted, so it will cost 6 to bribe them. I mean, I feel like we should bribe most of these, right? I said we bribe the heck out of these. I mean, this one will give me some gold. This one is going to be painful. I feel we let's bribe all of them. This is going to cost 6, 3, and 6. So that's 15. All right, let's bribe them. Let's bribe all 3 of these. I don't want to fight any of them. Actually, Dark Fairy would get 1 gold for fighting them. You know what? We're going to bribe all these suckers. We're spending 6, 6, and 3, 15 to bribe these suckers. I don't know if that's better or not. So we're bribing them for 15. Go all the way down to 5. Don't have to deal with them suckers, which is great. Here's Howl. So we're fighting this one. So any crits roll, we lose health. Or we exhaust a die. Alright, so we're gonna use these 4 plus 1 purple. Alright, here we go. Ready? We're fighting this dude. We need at least 6 hits. Our 4 yellows are multipliers. So, oof, we rolled no hits on the yellows, 1 on the purple. We're going to leave this here. And we're going to roll this again for our second strategy. We have 4 total. That's going to be a crit. But it is multiplied times 3. So this is 3 times 3, 9. It should be enough to kill it. But we do lose 1 health, or we can exhaust that die. We're going to lose the 1 health for... we're going to keep the die. So that's more than enough to kill this dude. It's going to be 3 times 3, 9, plus this is 10. More than enough. So we commit those. Overkill. And you get plus 1 gold for each node, enemy node. And plus him on your current forest cards. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 gold. So we're at 5. We go up to 11. And we defeated 1 of the werewolves. Get out of here. And now we recover 6 die. So we're going to get all these plus a blue one. We do have to see what's coming up next. Alright. We are recovering these. And since we defeated a wolf pack enemy, we flip this over. Now we have Shear the Wool. In each roll dice set for each purple or blue mist rolled, we collect 1 gold. After you pay gold for any reason, you flip. We're here. We're going to move up to... Shall we explore again? Let's explore because... Well, we spent some money. I think we're good. We'll explore next. But we could buy die. You know what? We're going to explore. We're going to do 1 yellow, 1 blue. And we're going to explore. We're going to roll the blue first. That's a hit. So we get a green card to come out. I'm going to put it side by side here just to save space. And then we're going to roll our yellow die, which is a miss. We get a purple to come out. And we're moving off of this one so we could safely discard this card. Right. It's getting a little messy, but I think we're good. These get exhausted, and we are able to look at 2 items from the Merchant deck, Magic 8 Ball and Butter Knife. Magic 8 Ball says, ask again later. In the applied dice step, you may banish an unapplied blue die to set 1 committed die to crit. That's not bad for 4. We also have the Butter Knife. Butter Knife says, in the applied dice step, you may apply dice to scouted enemies. The dice remain applied to those enemies, and the damage of these dice is dealt when the enemy is activated, even if this item is discarded. So we could potentially pre-kill some of these. I do like the Crystal Ball. I think we're going to buy the Crystal Ball for 4. If we do that, how much money do we have left? We'll have 7. Let's do that. Crystal Ball. We're going to buy Crystal Ball, which we'll put over here. Actually, let's put this over here. I feel like we don't need this too much. But we're going to put that over there. We have our money here. This deck of cards is here. So we're buying this for 4. We go down to 7. And then we are going to buy one of the banished die. I think we're going to buy... Oh, we can only buy the weakest one. So for 3, we could recover 4. We're down to 4. We could recover the weakest one, which is the green. It's not so great. We could do another one. Just have no gold. We're down to 1. So now we're recovering the blue. All right, so now we are on to this node. So we are fighting Blighted enemy next, which Blighted is +2 and 1. So we have Funnel Web, not to be confused with the very popular Funnel Cake. All right, so Funnel Web says, after bribing Funnel Web, set it aside. The next time an enemy is activated, activate Funnel Web as well. If bribed again, repeat this effect. So basically, we're pushing them off to the next encounter. But I'm not about pushing those enemies away, so we're gonna fight. But they are blighted, so +2. So this is a 9-2. This is a 9-2. We're gonna roll. Ooh, shoot! We left one of these over here. Oh, but we don't have that ability anymore. We're gonna roll. Let's roll our best die. We need 9. Shoot, this is gonna be tough. I'm gonna roll our blue. Let's roll all of these. Yeah, let's roll all of these here. Oh, this does say after you pay gold for any reason, flip. So we did pay gold for the item. This flips. We're back to this. We need to get that yellow one back for next round for sure. We're going to roll this. We have no crits, but we did do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we're going to commit these. And we are going to roll these. So that's 6. What if we roll these better? These have a better shot of hitting. So we're going to roll these and look for some crits. Actually, no, hold on. Yeah, we're going to do this because we actually hit it. We could re-roll this, actually. Because we kind of want a blue. Do we want a crit? We want a crit. Well, then we're going to leave this. So we're at 6. We're going to roll these. We need 3 more from all of these. There we go. 4. Committed. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And these all discarded. We get +5 gold. We're at 6. And we recover 6. So we're going to recover 4. Our 4 beautiful yellows and 2 of these. which is not too bad. Funnel web goes away. We're scouted, we're fine. Now we could fight another werewolf with 4 enemies. That's crazy. Or we could go to a Fable. We're gonna take the easy way out. We're gonna go to Fable. So Fable, pull it from the bottom here. Just desserts. Everyone gets their just desserts. I'll make sure everyone gets their just desserts. Discard the leftmost scouted enemy and gain its reward. Ooh wee! I don't even know what this is. So the leftmost. What do we get? We get +7 gold. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I love that for me. We're at 5, so we get 12 bad boys. We do scout again. Beautiful. Beautiful. We could explore, but we'll lose our yellow die. We're not going to explore then. We're going to move on to the next card. It is a blighted card. Or node, actually, I should say. So we're fighting this one blighted, which means that we... it gets 2+2+1. So this is actually... This Sheldon is actually a +4+2. So it means that this Sheldon is actually a 4-2-7. We could possibly bribe them, but we get 5 gold if we defeat them. In each roll, dice step, change all rolled. Oh, this is the one that really always gets me. This guy's tough. I think we could do it, though. We just need to roll crits. Famous last words, right? I feel like we should... I feel like we should bribe them. Because I never have any luck with this one. I don't have any items. Because potentially, if we roll all of this, we need to get at least 1 crit anywhere. I don't know. Should I? Oh, man. I'm starting to sweat over here. Should I? You know what? I'm not afraid of no Sheldon. But if we let him hit us for 1, we could get a bunch of die back. Ooh. You know what? This is going to be crazy. But I think we're going to roll 1 purple. This is crazy. We're going to roll 2 purples. Hopefully, hoping that we get 2 crits. Because if we do, they'll be downgraded to single hits, which will kill it. And we can get 5 gold and recover 4 other dice from here. Right? Plus we get the gold. But if not, it'll hit us for 1, which is not too bad. And we'll get to recover 4 die anyways. So I think we're going to do that. All right, so here we go. We're looking for crits only, baby. Come on, crits. Oh, shoot. What the heck? Oh, my goodness. No way. No freaking way did I do this in 1 shot. Crazy. This is the craziest best luck I've had all week. Oh, my goodness. This is amazing. All right, so I rolled 2 crits. They get downgraded to hits, which is enough to kill Sheldon. Sheldon, you son of a gun. I got you. We get 5 gold. So we're at 17. We get to recover 6 die. We're going to take 3 purple, 3 blue. Wow, I cannot believe that happened. I cannot believe it happened. That is the craziest roll I've ever had. That's so cool. Woo! All right, so now we could go to a trap and a fable, or a trap and nothing else. Let's go to the trap. So we're gonna go trap because I want to roll some dice. I'm gonna roll this one out here. We're looking for a hit. That's a hit. So the trap was not sprung. I do get to recover 2 dice. So I'm gonna recover these 2 here. I'm gonna recover 1 blue and 1 green. We are going to do a fable, so get that from the bottom of the deck here. I'm still shaking from that last roll. That was crazy. So fable is Howl at the Moon. Howl at the Moon. Set Howl at the Moon beside the Grandma's Cabin card and place up to 1 ready or exhausted die of each color on it. When you reach the house node, plus equal to the number of dice here, then return them to your dice pool and discard Howl at the Moon. Oh, that's so cool. One of each color. So we could do one purple. Let's do one green, one... Oh, shoot. Do we want to do yellow? I'm going to cheap out. I'm going to do one blue and one green. And we're going to put them Howl at the Moon. That is pretty cool. So we'll put that over here. But when I reach here, I'm going to get that back. +2 health. I mean, we could put a purple one. No, this is fine. I think we're fine. We're going to move on to the next one. We could go up or to the side. I think we're going to go up to this. This is another trap. We're going to roll this blue one. That's a hit. We do not hit the trap. We recover 2 dice. And then we do campfire. So campfire, I think we're going to gain 2 health. All right, and that's the end of that. We're going to move up to this one. It's blighted. So Toadstool Imp, we're going to fight them, and they're going to be blighted. Toadstool Imp says it's a 1-2-5, and it's blighted. So now it's a 3-3-5. Toadstool Imp's gold reward is 1 plus your highest stat, which is 6 plus 1. 7. If nighttime, Toadstool Imp health is +1 plus your highest stat. It is not nighttime. We are in daytime. So sucks to be you, Toadstool Imp, because they only have 1 health, right? Oh, this is the easiest thing ever. So they only have 1 health. So we just need to roll one thing, but we're gonna roll 6 because we recover 6 anyways. So let's do this. Right? Oh, we'll roll 5 because there's 1 in there. We could recover that. So we're going to roll this. And hope for 1 hit, I guess. Oh, wait, no, they have 3 health because of the blighted. I think we can still do it. All right, there it is. 4, 5, 6 hits, which we commit to Toadstool Imp. They get defeated. We get... Our highest stat is 6, so we get 7 gold. Oh shoot, we're at 17. We're maxed out. They get defeated. Go over here. We recover 6, so we're gonna recover all these dice, all these beautiful dices, and we scout once more. All right, so we're moving on to the next card. These 2 are done. We're on this little pre-node thingy here. Before we move on, though, we could explore. So, yeah, I'm going to explore. We're going to devote 2 of these here. We're going to do purple. We're going to do blue first. That's a hit. So we draw a green out here. This green from the bottom. Then we're going to roll this green die. That's a miss, so it's going to be a purple. We do need to fight some more werewolves along the way. I hope we find some. Well, they're not really werewolves, right? They're just wolves. But we're going to fight them anyways. These get exhausted. And we move on to this. This is going to be a mob. So it's going to be 1 plus 2. So we're fighting all these 3. And we do get to see more. All right. So we are fighting these 3. We're fighting Prickle, who is a 3-1-5. If Prickle's the only undefeated, they are not, so we don't even bother with that. It's 3-1-5 for that one, 3 gold reward. Funnel Web is 7-1-1. Terrible. But this one, if we bribe, it comes back. Wither is flip a daytime card into your path or nighttime to your path and draw and trigger a Fable card. Fables, generally, they're pretty good, right? So we should bribe some of these. I think we're going to bribe... Funnel Web is such a jerk to bribe, though. You know what? Let's do this. We're not going to bribe any of them. We're going to fight everybody. So it's going to be 3, 7, 10. We're looking for 11 hits. We're going to roll 4 of these. All right, and we are going to roll purples, and we'll see where we're at. That's 7. All right, we're gonna roll all this. So do we have a blue one in there? We should get a blue one. Let's get a blue one. We'll swap this purple for a blue one. All right, so ooh, we have crits here. We have all these crits are doubled. So this is 4, 4, 2. So that's what, 6? Which we are going to commit to this. This is 5. We're going to commit. Yeah, we're going to commit these here. So that's 5 for that one. We're going to re-roll these during our strategy phase. So we could commit one of these. Oh, I might be playing Trample wrong. If all four yellows are currently committed, their hits deal 3 times damage. So you have to commit all 3 of them. So right now they're only worth... Okay, so right now they're only worth 2, 4, 5. But if we commit all of them, they're worth 3 times. So let's do this. I might have played that wrong. So sorry, if you watched this far, I'm sorry. We'll get it right next time. All right, here we go. So, shoot. So if we keep these on here, we could re-roll this and see what else we could commit, right? Because we want to commit all of these there, yeah. But if we do this, that's already... Yeah, we should do that. So we're going to re-roll this, hoping to get the yellow one locked in. Nope. But we do get these. This is 3. It's our second out of 4. This is 1. So I'm going to roll this, hoping for one more hit. Nope. That's 3, and this is the last one. Nope, no hit. All right, so do you can you commit something that's not a hit? Oh wait, no, we've been playing it right. They're all committed. All right, so these are all committed to playing. They're not. I was thinking of applied, right? Yeah. Okay, so we're good. We've been playing it right. So this is gonna be 2, 4. This is more than enough. This is 5. This is 15. Enough to kill this one. Kill this one. Kill this one. So these are all toast. We get plus 3 gold for this one. We're maxed out on gold. I wish it wasn't so, but we are maxed out on gold. Maxed out on gold. And maxed out on gold. But this one lets us to flip a daytime card in your path to nighttime. Or add a nighttime card to your path. We only have 1 card left. Let's do this nighttime. And trigger a Fable card. All right, so we get a Fable card here. This is Marked Territory. All right, Marked Territory. Set Marked Territory next to any forest card in your path. If there are no forest cards in your path, immediately explore 1 nighttime card and place Marked Territory next to it. Each enemy and boss node on the forest card has plus health. When you move off this forest card, add plus 3. Ooh. Sweet. So we're going to put it on here. Then we're going to move on. Do we explore? We're maxed money. So I feel like we should explore. So actually I didn't recover dice last step. So I'm going to recover these. And we are going to explore using one of these. Oof, that's a miss. We don't have any more cards out there, so they don't come out. No more math. There are no more path cards, so they don't come out, but we kind of whiffed it. We do get one of these. Actually, yeah, rolling one of those doesn't even matter at this point, but we wanted to roll this. Birch bark, if your health will be reduced to 0, set it to 1. I'm going to buy this for 3. We're at 17. We're going to upgrade it. It costs 4 to upgrade, so we're at 13. So now the upgraded version of this is Birch Bark Armor. If your health would be reduced to 0, set it to 3 instead. That would let us survive a little bit. All right, and then we are going to recover. Let's we're gonna recover 2 dice. So we're gonna sharpen, recover the weakest banished dice twice. So we're losing 6. We're down to 7. Right, 6, 9, 14. We're down to 6, right? Because we did forge plus this 7 plus sharpen 13 out of 27. We're down to 7. We're recovering these. All these have been recovered. All right, so we're done exploring. We are gonna move on. We're gonna go up here. This is blighted, so this one's gonna come in blighted. A weevil, a blighted weevil. So it gets 2 plus 2 plus 1. So it's a 3/2. And for each exhausted yellow, we don't have any. Weevil has plus 1. Yeah, so they don't get that. So they're at 2. They're at 3/2/3. 3/2/3. We're gonna fight them. We're going to use all our yellow die. We're going to commit all our yellow die. And I think that should be enough. So we'll get some of these out of Hawk over here. So we are going to fight the Weeble. We did get to scout. Oh, actually, it has plus 1 from this card. So it's a 4. I think we're still good. We're going to commit all these. So we're going to roll them. Roll these bad boys. Oh, that's a whiff. Wow. That is a whiff. All right. Shoot. I think we could do. I think we can still do it. So this is our 2nd out of 4. All right. So that's 4. That's enough to destroy it, right? Because it has 4. It has 2 from the blight, 1 from the marked territory. So that's enough to destroy it. We get plus 1 gold. Not a big deal, but we do get to move this and get some of these. All right, and we're moving out of this area, so we're moving on to the next node, next card. So we get plus 3 health. We're at 6. Oh man, we're at 6. I should have just taken a hit from that guy. Boo! If I would have let that guy hit me, I would have got plus 3. Got it back. Oh well. All right, we're almost there. We're in the second. We're in the pre-penultimate? Is that a word? We're in the pre-penultimate card. And we're fighting one that's going to be blighted. Plus another one. So this is blighted. Are they both blighted? No, just the main one, huh? Enemies. No, all enemies. So they have plus 2. Plus 1. Alright, so here we have these 2 guys. Which is Bjorn. It's a 3/1/4, which with the blight is a 5/2/4. Purples cannot be rolled, committed, or used for effects. And then Blunderboss, when activated in a non-boss conflict, which this is, immediately defeat all other enemies in the active area. Oh. So this one gets this one gets defeated. Bjorn gets defeated. I get 4 money for it. It is defeated. Beautiful. So they're defeated. I get 4 money. We're at 12. Now we just have to roll 8. All right, so we're going to roll our yellow plus 2 purple. Actually, we'll do purple and red. It's for guaranteed kill. But if we do one less, we can get one of those back. We'll do purple. We'll leave purple out. All right, so we're doing 4 yellow, which if we commit them, they are multiplied. Ooh. So we have 4 here, 5. We'll commit this. We'll apply this. We'll apply... You know what? We'll roll this again. This is a surefire hit, so we might roll a crit. So we're going to roll these again. We need 8. We have 8. Right? That's 4 times 2, 8. These all get discarded. And we get 6 back. Oh, let's do this. 4 plus 4 gold first. 16. Then we get 6 back. We're going to take the blue one back. That wasn't so hard. I don't know why everyone was worried about. That was pretty easy. This is like the best run I've ever had in this game. I'm not even joking. So we're going to move up to this one. That's going to be Weary. So I have one fewer strategy. We're going to engage with this guy, which is a runt. So that's going to be 3-1-4. At the start of the engagement, you may exhaust up to 2 dice. Forget to scout. Dice can only be committed if all right. So we can only use dice that are in the exhausted area. So shoot, if I would have known that, which I should have looked, the smart thing was to look. So we're not going to really use our yellow. We're going to exhaust this one. We're going to exhaust a blue. And that's it. Actually, we'll exhaust one of these. So we can roll anything we want. We're only looking for what? 3? That's not too bad. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to roll these 3. We're going to roll purple and red. And then we'll get them back. And hopefully we'll do 3 hits. We'll do 3 hits, for sure. I'm pretty sure we'll do 3 hits. Here we go. Famous last words, right? 2 hits. Oh, I can't roll this. I can't roll this one. Shoot. Do over. I couldn't roll those anyways. I can't roll these. So do over. I can only roll what's in here. Let's do 2 purple. And a green. And a blue. Right? Let's start in there. All right. 3 hits, baby. All right. 4 hits. Commit. Destroyed plus 2 gold. 16 to 18. We get some back. We're going to get this one and these 2 back. Plus this one. Oh, plus the yellow. We can't leave the yellow behind. All right, so we're moving on to this penultimate card. Now it is the penultimate card. We are going to fight for our right to partay. But actually, we're going to fight this one. It's going to be blighted. This one, Ren, is going to be blighted. I should really look at what's coming up ahead. I really don't have the mind space to plan that much ahead. But anyway, this is going to be blighted. So it's a plus 2, plus 1. So this is now a 6-2. Banish the strongest die applied to Ren. Ugh. We should bribe this dude. I think, should we bribe this one? But here's my thinking. If we do that, actually, let's do this. We're going to commit the 4 yellow ones. And then we're going to add a blue. Because if we hit a success on this, if we kill it with this, then we're only banishing a blue. That's a smart idea, John. Very smart idea. Here we go. All right, so we have, oops, that was a miss. So we have 4 here by itself, enough to kill it. We're going to banish this one. These get exhausted. We get 3 gold. We're at max of 20. We recuperate these, and then this goes away. Whew. All right. Now we're going to fight another wolf. We're going to fight this wolf here, plus these 2. So we pull out a wolf from the deck. All right, let's see where we're at. We have these 3 enemies here to fight. First up, we have Prowl, which has a 7 health and does 1 damage. Prowl has 1 extra damage for each item in your inventory, so that's 3 damage total. If we defeat them, we get +1 to any stat. Angry Roots. At the start of the engagement, add a daytime card to your path if able. We don't have that. You may flip any number of daytime cards in your path in nighttime. We don't have that. We might just have to bribe this guy. And then we have Feral Leprechaun. Oh no. Feral Leprechaun, they have 10, 2, and X. So Feral Leprechaun's bribery cost is equal to your current gold. So you have to spend all your gold to bribe it. Or Feral Leprechaun's health is reduced by your current gold. All right, so we have more than enough to kill it. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so here we have it. These 3 bad dudes. We're going to bribe this one. It costs 8. So we're down to 12. They go away. This one is, their health is reduced by your current gold. So I have 12 gold. They don't have any health. So they'll immediately die. I don't know if it's when that happens, but it's going to happen. This one's only 7. So we're going to do all our yellow plus a red and plus a purple. All right, here we go. Wish me luck. All right, yellows are 3 times 3, 9. That's more than enough to kill that. And then we don't even have to worry about this because we have enough gold to cover their health. So we get plus 5 gold, that's 12, 17. Plus 1 to any stats. We're going to go up on our strategy. And these get exhausted and then they come back. These come back in. Or, sorry, these go out. There's only 2 more wolves left in the pack. I'm feeling pretty optimistic about this run. Don't quote me on that, though. All right, so we're going to scout. Now we get to see 5. These are pretty low-level enemies here. Not too bad. Now that we're done with this, we are going to... Actually, when you defeat a big bad wolf or a wolf pack, we flip this over. So we now have the Shear the Wool ability, which lets us get money. But if we go buy stuff... Oh, we can't explore. We can still explore. We just don't get the... All right, so we could explore and buy something. So we're going to... Did we get our dice back? Yeah, let's get our dice back first. We're going to explore, so we're going to commit 1 blue 1 to exploring. It's a hit. Nothing happens because there's no more map cards, but we do get to see 1 more item. Smelting pot. I don't know what the limit on items is. Does anyone know? Put it in the comments. I'll look it up just now. I keep forgetting this is not a live stream. At the start of each engagement, you may discard any other item to defeat a non-active boss enemy. Ooh, that's pretty good right now. I did find out that your item limit is your strategy level, so I could carry up to 5 items. I could buy this. We do have 17. We are going to buy it for 5. We're down to 12. We're down to 12. We could upgrade it for 4 to defeat. All right, so we're going to upgrade it for another 4, so we're down to 8. If we ever spend money, we flip this over. We're back to the flock, which is what I wanted. But essentially now, anytime that we start an engagement, we could discard one of those cards to defeat an enemy. So that's good. That's exhausted. Here we go. We're moving on to the next one. All right, so here we go. This is going to be a Fable. We're moving on to a Fable, so we draw one from here. This is Treehorn Sap. Set Treehorn Sap next to your hero. During any travel phase, you may skip a node and pass over it to the next node, then discard this card. Ooh. I mean, we could like skip over the next node and just jump right into the fight with the bad dude. That is tempting. That is very tempting. All right, I think we got to do that. We're going to discard the Treehorn Sap to skip past this last one right until the boss. Which triggers the end game. I think we're ready for the end game. All right, so I've never made it this far, so I'm looking up the rules for the big bad wolf fight. Basically, we are fighting the big bad wolf. Plus 4, plus these 4 dudes. And the traits that are left over from the other wolves. So let's start with the big bad wolf. Big bad wolf has 9 health and 3 Damage in each round, you can only roll one die of each color. Any committed die that cannot be rolled are immediately exhausted. You may lose one stat for +1 to the number of each color. You can roll for the rest of this round. We have Dark Domain. This is pretty bad here. Dark Domain next to the final boss, adding the following effect to him. The final boss has +1 for each daytime forest card explored this game. Whoops. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So +6. So they have +6. So that 15 health. All right, what else do we have? Matted Fur. The enemy with the highest health has +3 and +1. Oof. I'm not going to read the flavor text because it's leaving a bad taste in my mouth. All right, here we go. So Matted Fur, Dark Domain, Big Bad Wolf. They're at 15. We have these suckers over here to fight. We have Runt. At the start of the engagement, you may exhaust up to 2 die. Dice can only be committed if a die of the same color is in the exhausted area. We're going to have to bribe his ass. Porcupill. The start of each strategy phase after the first, -1. We might have to bribe them. Also, we have 8. We have Weeble. For each exhausted yellow, Weevil has +1 health, and so that doesn't count right now. And then another Weevil, the same thing. 2 Weevils. We are going to use the smelting pot to get rid of the magic ball. We're going to get rid of the magic ball to discard any other, to discard the item. We're going to discard it and defeat an active non-boss enemy. So we're going to defeat this one, and it's going to give us 5 gold. That's the upgraded side of the card. The swirling melting pot that gives us 5 gold, so we're at 13. We are going to use the 13 to bribe the rest of these suckers. So 3, 3, and 4. So that's going to be 10 to bribe all of these. But we're left with 5 coins and only the boss to fight. They have 15 health. They have 15 health. Let's see what happens. Let us see what happens. All these dice. Oh, yeah, actually, when I hit Grandma's house, this gets discarded, and I get +2 health, which, I mean, I don't need the health right now, but I need the dice. So here we go. And if we look at this, I don't think that matters anymore. Matted Fur. The enemy with the highest health has +3 and +1. Let me look it up. I want to see if Matted Fur counts for the boss here. All right, so Matted Fur does count for the big bad, so he has +3. All right, so they have +6 from this, +9, +3. So it's 15 +3, 18. So 18 health. Wow. 18 health. That's crazy. +1, so that's 4. And then it says in each round, you can only roll 1 die of each color. Any committed dice that cannot be rolled are immediately exhausted. So each round, that's like a whole fight, right? Okay, so we're going to play a round. All right, so it says in each round, you can only roll 1 die of each color. So, all right, so we're going to roll this, this, this. So our trample effect doesn't work anymore here. We are out of trample. So this is what we're rolling this round. All right. So here we have the Big Bad Wolf. In each round, you can only roll 1 die of each color. You can only roll... In each round, you can only roll 1 die of each color. Any committed dice that cannot be rolled are immediately exhausted. You may lose 1 for any stat for +1 to the number of each color. You can roll the rest of this round. All right, so I could spend 3 health to add to that number for yellow. So I could do 3 more yellow. Right, so I'll roll all of this. My yellows are multiplied because I am committing all 4. All right, so we're looking for So the big bad wolf has, like we said, 18 health, 6, 15, 18 health. We're looking for yellows to be really big this time. Yellows, come on. 2 crits on yellow. So that's 4 times 3 is 12. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17. We're going to re-roll these and these. All right, that's our second re-roll. We have 5. That's a crit. That's a crit, and that's a hit. I think we're done here, so these 3 here is 5 times 3 is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 hits. I think I did this right. I hope I did this right, but we have defeated the big bad wolf. If there are any rules mistakes, you'll find them in the comments section below by me. Wow, we have defeated the big bad wolf. Look at that roll. Yeah, definitely dropping health to add to that dice pool is a great thing. Plus, trample is a great ability. Hail to the flock. The flock pulled us through. Look at that. Wow, great game. This is my first victory out of the 6 times I've played it. Thanks for joining me for that. I'm glad you were here to witness that. My name is John. If you'd like to come back and watch some more gameplay or reviews or anything else we have on this channel, hit that like and subscribe button. Huge shout out to Chip Theory Games for sending us a copy of this game to play. We're going to see you next time. My name is John. This is Cribbage and More, and I'm always down for a game.